Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Amy, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing water slide. In particular, I'm going to be talking about what is water slide, why you might choose to use it over, say, just putting vinyl on a mug with your Cricut, and then also what you're going to need to accomplish it and walk you through a basic water slide project. So let's get right on into it. So what is water slide? Water slide in its basic, most simplest form that I can think of to describe it is basically using your printer to print off an image on special paper and then using that image with an acrylic sealer to then put it onto the item of your choice, say a wine glass, tumbler, a mug, something like that. So why would you do that? If you have a Cricut, you're like, okay, I can do that with my vinyl. Why do I need this? Well, a lot of times it's going to give you a lot of options as far as more detailed projects. So let's take flowers, for example. If you have watercolor flowers, you can't really take a watercolor flowers image in Cricut Design Space and print it and cut it in a way with vinyl that it's going to look right on a mug. If you did take all the different colors, it's going to be a lot of layers on top of a mug, and it's not going to look very good. It's going to be pretty thick off your mug, and it'll probably peel pretty quickly. So a lot of times water slide offers a good alternative to that because it gives you the ability to get lots of different colors, but in a way that's a smoother, more seamless look. So definitely keep it in mind if you have more complex images or a lot of colors that you want to work with that maybe might not be the best for layering vinyl. So now that we have gone over that, let's go ahead and discuss what you're going to need to create your water slide project. The first thing you're going to need is you're going to need your water slide decal paper. This is linked down below. I did purchase it via Amazon. You're going to need an acrylic sealer. This is very important that it be acrylic because that's going to keep the ink from completely sliding off our decal once we go and put it in the water to activate. You're also going to need the item that you wish to put your decal on, as well as your printer. Now, if you have a Cricut, you do want to go ahead and use that. If you don't have a Cricut, that's okay. You can go ahead, and when I say print and cut on the Cricut, just go ahead and cut it out with your scissors after you print it on your computer. But if you do have your Cricut, I would recommend using it. So let's go ahead, and now that we've gone over all of that, we're going to jump into Cricut Design Space and print off the image that we'd like to use. Next, you're going to take your image into Cricut Design Space, size it to where you want, and make sure it says cut and print. If it doesn't, select your item and hit flatten right here, and that will change it into a cut and print. From there, go ahead and click make it. Make sure you have mirror turned off and bleed turned off, and send it to printer. Real quick to note, when you go put the printer paper in your computer, you want to print on the shiny side. Next, you're going to take your acrylic sealer and you're going to begin by spraying a layer of sealer on top of your image. I am doing this outside. And you want to do 3 layers of this sealer. You want to do the first layer, let it rest for 30 minutes, then the second, rest for 30 minutes, and then the final layer, resting 30 minutes so that it is completely dry. Once you have sprayed it with acrylic sealer and it is dry, you're going to jump back into Cricut Design Space and click on this right here that says I have already printed. This is then going to allow you to put your image on a Cricut mat like so, and then allow your Cricut to cut off the image. Once the image is cut, you want to turn your mat upside down and slowly and carefully remove your image from the mat. Now that your image has been cut, you are ready for the next step. Then take your decal and go ahead and put it into a bowl of room temperature water. You want to completely submerge your image and you want to let it sit for 60 seconds. It will curl up, but that is okay. Once it's sat for 60 seconds, take your image out, and this is going to then allow you to put it onto the mug. Now carefully place it where you would like it and gently slide off the white backing underneath your image. As you can see here, I'm just carefully, slowly taking the backing off. Once your backing is completely off, you can discard that white piece. Make sure it's centered where you would like it, and then go ahead and just dab it dry gently with a paper towel to remove any of the excess water.
If you are making a mug like I am, you can cure it in the oven after it has dried for a couple of hours. I am setting mine to 200 degrees and letting it sit in there for 15 minutes. Typically, the water slide paper you use will come with instructions on the temperature and time with which to cure your mug.
Okay, and here we go. Here is our finished water slide image that has rested and then cured in the oven. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.